basically my father had more luck with the sheriff, the head sheriff, not the deputy sheriffs. And we had this worker named Bob who was stealing things. The sheriff messed up the paperwork on purpose. Um, and so they kind of felt bad, I believe. And that was a small contributing factor. But the major reason is they don't like my politics. They don't like black militants. They don't like black revolutionaries, and Pan-African movement, or anything that reminds them of it. Um, and it's sad, that even now in 2014, in July, that people are persecuted for their political views, politically discriminated against, on behalf of a bunch of audacious, depraved, low-life sheriffs in a small town. That's still a problem. The small town deputies being corrupt, and the corruption going all the way to the top, but they cover their trail, by choosing when and where and who to, you know, to help out. In my case, it was my father who was looking for a way to get me on medication, didn't really care how much time I spent in the psych ward. Um, and they know that I'm saving my money to pay off student loans, and I've had trouble in the past with University of Phoenix, um, covertly, ironically, siding with the different psychiatric facilities and their staff. The main problem here is psychiatrists, psychiatry, big pharma, and the political abuse of law enforcement and psychiatry. And for me, it even goes more personal because I used to date a sheriff's daughter in high school, Cornerstone Christian School. Her name was Mimi, and her father was a sheriff. He's one of those whitewashed Hispanic sheriffs. And, she broke up with me because he told her that the sheriffs discriminate against, black people. And when I went there, the sheriff pounded on my door it was very loud, and it was very unnecessary. And they put me in handcuffs right away. And it's important to note that because the doctor was under the impression, that people who are taken to the psych ward by sheriffs are acting out of the ordinary when they get there. But that's never was the case. I was always rational when they got there. I always was very calm and went out of my way to come off as such. They always make up their mind before they get to the scene, in my case. And, paying the ambulance bill because the insurance usually covers the stay there but not the ambulance, is a real pain. And this whole process of expressing my freedom of speech, has become more of a farce and a joke than actual freedom. Thank you.